Hey everyone, Matt here, Home Farm Ideas, and today in this video I wanted to follow up with the sweet potato that I planted in my grow bed, in one of my aquaponic grow beds. If you want to see the last video I did on this when I planted these out, you can click here. But this is basically the first day of planting, and it was on July 23rd. Now here we go with July 30th, not too far past July 23rd, we started getting vining on our sweet potatoes already. That's the same leaf as the original one, and then we got a bunch of new growth. And I started to see some sort of pest problem here, but the growth basically beat out the pest, and we did get, I started to see root growing as well off the vines, which is good. Here we are, August 8th, and as you can see, that one shoot has now started to grow up and out of the bed, and we started getting a lot of new vine shoots here. That's still the original leaf right there, dying off, but yeah. August 12th, same basically thing. Everything's growing in really good. The vines are starting to shoot off the main shoot, you know, that main rootstock that I planted. And we did start getting some nutrient deficiencies, but I added iron and I think we were good. So August 17th, lots of growth, starting to really take off now. All these vines are coming in really good, and they're starting to grow up. And I started getting flowers here, these little flower buds. Here we are, August 18th, and everything's looking pretty pimp. Constantly getting new growth. I did decide to bury this vine right here to check and see if I would get new shoots off of, or new root growth off of it. And this proved to be a good decision, because later on in the video I talk about why it was a good decision to do this. August 22nd, a few days later, everything's looking good, growing in really good, vines are coming out. Had a little bit of a bug issue, but nothing to cry about. Little butterfly chilling, or moth, I don't know what it was. And as you can see, everything's really starting to fill in and come out, actually. I did check where I buried that one shoot right here. I checked to see a few days later to see if I got any root growth, and bam, on every single little knuckle there I got root growth. So probably should have did this on all the vines in hindsight. But you know what they say, hindsight 20/20, right? All right, September 7th, and things have really progressed here. I mean, we're starting to get vines coming out and filling in the whole bed, and we actually started getting our flowers finally. And man, they smell good. I was like,
flowers.
Me being goofy, obviously. Looking good though. All right, so I finally broke down and built a trellis because I wanted to get some sun on all the leaves that were hanging on the back of the bed. Got flowers all over the place. Had a little bit of a nutrient deficiency again here, but I fix it. It's just, you can see some of the leaves, they're not what they should be. But yeah, Looks really good, the trellis, I thought.
All right,
October
we're starting to get
5th.
close to harvest here.
Listen up.
We still have flowers coming in.
See the nutrient deficiency there in that leaf?
We got crows in the background. Cacao.
Iron's the
Flowers
issue.
up there. First time growing these too. Never grown sweet potatoes,
job,
especially not in an AP system.
Good job.
And I'm afraid I'm gonna go in there and it's just gonna be hair roots all through it. I did put a root pouch down there just to see how this is gonna go. You know what I noticed too? I noticed that in the AP system, if you notice all the leaves, the size of them, they're not small by any means, but they're not crazy big. But the ones that hit the soil, and this is soil from my chickens and my rabbits still, they are a lot bigger. So I'm sure I'm having some kind of small nutrient deficiency here in the grow beds, but I'm hoping to get some good sized sweet potatoes out of this. So I'm trying to see if I have anything on the top here. I did add worms. So anyway, we'll see how this goes. Okay, well, I think it's officially going to be time to harvest these sweet potatoes. So, everything's kind of dying off now. It's getting a little too cold for the sweet potatoes to keep growing. So, I already pulled a little bit. I'm not going to tell you what I got though until I show you. So, I'm going to cut all this out. Not today because I got to work today, but I'm going to cut all this out. I even had it, like I said, draping down into this, and I think we got some in there as well. So I'm going to cut all this out, and I'm going to pull whatever I can get out of there and then see what I got. So this should be interesting. So if you want to see the last video that I did on this, click on this card up here, and you can see when I planted it. And this video will be from July 23rd all the way till now, which is December 22nd. So I want to harvest it today, and sorry that the video is going to be long, but I gotta show you guys the whole progression. So anyways, let's check it out. Let's see what we got. I'm going to cut all this green away and see how it went. You notice I got this hat on because I'm not about to burn my head.
Now obviously you know I took these greens and I'm composting them. You do run the risk of growing more sweet potatoes if you're going to compost this stuff in a compost pile, but I don't know how growing more sweet potatoes is risky. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and throw all these greens and let them compost down. Kind of a pain in the butt to get them off the trellis, but we're good. I built this to trellis the potato vine up it because it's magical. You got leaves everywhere, and you got little attachment points, and I can already tell right there, bam, there's a spud. Honestly, first time looking right now, so I'm like at it all like this. So I'm gonna clear out all these leaves, and then we'll get another look. Plumeria's still there. All right, so I got it all cleared out. As you can see, instantly, what I'm noticing is that I had a lot of green, and you know, I had a lot of green basically. I am noticing some potatoes, some seed potatoes, but I want to dig them out and see what we got. But in the video, if you noticed, I dug a trench and I put this branch right here into that trench, and when I did that, I got a lot of growth points, or more growth points than I did on anything else. Okay, and so I am noticing a potato right there, obviously. But if I had to do it again so far, I would definitely dig a trench and I would put all the vines down into
the clay. I should have known that. I just thought that they would work their way down into the clay, but they didn't. So, but let's harvest this and let's see what we got from the one seed potato. And if you look at that, look at the size of that branch that's coming off of there. Sorry about the stupid lighting. See? Anyway, let's get to it. All right, let's focus in on this area first. Sorry about the lighting if it's not good. I really don't care. Honestly, I mean, I do, but I just don't know how to make it better. And I'm not gonna go through too much effort to make it better. So that vine went this way. Remember that branch in the video that I made go this way. And if we look, I just want to kind of uncover everything. Man, I should have put down more growth points, I think, in hindsight, right? Yeah, we have a lot of potatoes down in here. Okay, we have a lot of worms too, which is good. So let me see. Yeah, looking good. Okay, so let's dig out this side so you guys can see kind of what I'm seeing. That was kind of dumb of me. I should have really... I had no idea though. I mean, I did, but I thought that the branches, when they went out, they would go down into the bed themselves. Okay, so here's one. Broke off real easy. Okay, tiny thing. Still edible. Okay, let's pull that one, leave that there. Okay, let's start to get into these. Tiny still. Okay. Okay, this one's a little bigger here, I think. What I need is my cutting scissors. Okay, got my cutters. So let me just cut this one off. And let's pull this sucker up. So far in aquaponics, pulling these things is a lot easier. Definitely eatable. That's a good size sweet potato there. Okay. It's got my red wigglers in there, cleaning up after me. So that's the beauty of this. If I get most of these out, the red wigglers will clean up everything for me. So that was a keeper for sure right there. Comes out real easy. Another nice size one for dinner. Okay. This one looks like a big one. We'll see though. Trying to get the whole thing out. Yeah, the little hair roots are breaking off. Good one. There we go. Uh-oh. See that? Looks like a hole. Might have to cut around that. Does not feel hollow though. That's good. Alright, sorry about the camera work, but I had to show you guys this. So, I had that major, or the original seed potato there, and now, this ain't it. But I thought that was interesting. There's a bunch of spuds on there. Look at that thing. That is not the original seed either. That is not it. And look, that thing is huge, and there's a bunch of huge ones on here. Let's see if I can lift this up. Oh. So I'm gonna get all these off and put them in the bucket all together. Okie dokie. I'm gonna open that one in another video so you can see what was in there. I'm not even gonna touch it until we get to that other video. I did pull out a lot of smaller ones, tubers, that I'm not gonna eat. I probably should though. The candy, make them into candy taters. That is all the greens from the bed. It's cleared out, and let's see what we got. So this was the main stock that I pulled out. As you can see, there's little tubers all over it, but crazy the amount of big tubers that came off of that. Then we have all these. I mean, you're talking maybe 3 pounds. Yeah, 3 pounds of decent size. These are eatable. I mean, I'll eat these. So cut them up, and yeah. And then this is what we ended up with. So let me get into a better spot here. Look at that. That's pretty dang good for being aquaponic sweet potatoes. So look at this big dog right here. I mean, that is a big old fatty, man. So where they were poking up out of the ground, I'm throwing up quotations, some bugs decided to take a bite, but not too bad. Here's another good one. So sizable too, and heavy. One thing that I did notice, the ones that were totally submerged underwater, they have this lighter color. This was like, it was like that underwater, okay? So these parts that are sticking up above the water, they're still that red color. But I noticed that the deeper in the water they went, the lighter the color. Now, just to show you what could be, I'm not going to keep these. I might, but those are all off one branch. And see how they just, that branch was, you know, buried. And so if I had done that to all the branches in here, I might have just pulled up just tons of potatoes, tons of sweet potatoes. So anyway, guys, hopefully you like this video. It took me like months to make. So, but I'm not very good at this stuff. But what I am good at is, I think I want to share, I like sharing this stuff with you guys because I want to encourage you guys to eat your own food, grow your own food, and encourage your kids to do the same thing, because you know, these grocery stores, I mean, we're getting poisoned. So anyways, aquaponic sweet potatoes, give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Comments, questions, anything in the bottom, you guys. I'd love to hear from you guys on this. Any questions, please. I'd love to talk to you guys about this further. So anyway, that's all I can think of. So God bless you guys, and yep, like always, peace.
As this video closes, I just wanted to give you guys one more tip. When you're removing root from your aquaponic grow beds, just constantly have your bed flooding and draining. That way it makes it easier to get the roots out.